ready.
Oh, it's right. The broadcast is live. I see the camera countdown, the count up.
We are live.
In the left hand, we are live. Let's see who all is here. I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna go to YouTube on my phone and see.
Now you're laggy. You're laggy a little.
I'm doing that on purpose. Let me turn up the
viewers. We have viewers. There's like 7 viewers.
All right.
So we are live.
But they're not commenting. So I need to know that they're commenting. How do I know that they're commenting?
Friends. Hello, Vista Hills kiddos. You got to say hello. Can you guys type in and say hi?
Please say hi. We want to talk to you. We want to hear from you. Am I still lagging? Am I bad?
Cora. Hello, Cora.
There we go. We got Brianna.
Sometimes the kids are using their parents' accounts.
Yeah. Okay.
So kiddos, if you're using your parents' accounts, you have to say your name because then we might not remember who you are if you're using mom or dad's account. Hi, everyone.
Navarrete.
Hi, Ava and Mila, all the way from Central Texas.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay. And we have Angelina on here.
Ava and Mila are my goddaughters.
Oh, that's awesome. Angelina is on.
Hi, Angelina. Hey, guys. So we're about to go and start, but we want to give everybody some time. Hi, Tony. Good evening.
Oh, hey, Kaysen is on. Kaysen's one of our new. Kaysen, yes, Kaysen, we're glad to see you. Tony G, what's going on?
Hey, Mr. C.
Ruhab is on. Talk about a Vista Hill run.
Caleb. Hey, guys.
All right.
Drinking some coffee here, Mr. C.
Oh, you know what? It is. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Because our school is canceled tomorrow. Don't forget, school is canceled tomorrow, guys, because of the preemptive snow.
Hey, you were gonna go improv.
I was about to go. I was ready to go. I was feeling it, and yeah. But it's good to see. It's good to hear from everybody. Make sure that if you're watching, you are commenting and saying hi.
Hi, Mia.
Hello.
Hi, Robert.
You want to say hi to everybody that comments on here. It's good to see everybody. Right now, it's not even 6 o'clock yet, and we already have commenters. That's awesome.
Mr. C, we have some of the best kiddos on campus.
Say again. I'm sorry.
We have some of the best kiddos on our campus.
I agree. Hi, Joshie.
Oh, it's Joshie.
Joshie, yeah.
You recognize the last name?
I did recognize the last name. So, Miss Nicely, I have to tell you a fun story about Josh. So we obviously, I know that you went to UTEP and I went to UTEP, and I told Joshie that I went to UTEP, and Joshie came up to me and he said, "So you know my mom?" And I was like, "Oh." What I said, and he goes, April.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. But and it was a lot of fun. I was like, I'm sorry, Josh. There's like 10,000 students on at UTEP, and he was like, oh, okay. But it was really great because I mean it's great that what I love about that is he loves UTEP. He supports UTEP. He's an El Paso kid, and that's really awesome.
That is awesome.
We have Leah and Dahlia.
Dahlia, woo! Hi guys. Remember to put your names. If you're using your parents' accounts, guys, say hi with your name because sometimes we get your parents' name.
Yes.
And so we might not recognize you. Hey, Rosie.
And Miss Castillo is saying hello to all of her firsties. That's awesome.
Oh, so I love it. Miss Castillo's here.
Well, Rosie, we got Rosie here.
It's
Kel. Hi, Miss Monthia. How are you? Miss Monthia works with my wife at Hanks Middle School. Raquel's mom works at Hanks Middle School with my wife. They're the band directors there.
Yay!
All right, let's see. Oh,
hi, Shelby. I love Shelby. She's so sweet. I love all the kids. They're so sweet in their own way. And don't they say the funniest things, Mr. C?
They sure do. They do. Kids say the darndest thing. That's one of my favorite shows. You remember that show?
No.
You remember that? Kids say the darndest thing. That was a lot of fun. Mila, hello. Mila, hello.
Mila. Hi, Kason says hi to everyone. Now, I think that it's important that we remind kiddos that what they put on social media, like writing comments, needs to be appropriate and polite. Yes?
Absolutely. And the school's calling us. I just got that call and I hung up, but I just got that call. Was it you probably to tell us about World Read-Aloud Day? It might have been probably, right?
No, I think it's about the greatest news is that tomorrow, what?
School is canceled. We have Charlize is here. We have Audrey here. Thank you, Miss Sanchez, saying that she likes my music. I love it. Thank you so much.
I love Mr. C's music, guys. He's so talented.
We have so much fun. We have Kira Kampa, Jaden Reyes. We have Miss Salgado. Miss Salgado, our principal she's new, but she's not new. We've had her since October, but she's our administration. So it's really great to have her on and watch everybody. And so it's great. Remember, boys and girls, like Miss Navarrete said, comments on social media and internet stuff, it stays on there forever.
So be polite.
To say exactly, like we gotta make sure that we're saying nice, polite, kind things all the time. Allison and Erica Patterson, hi, how are you guys? It is good to see everybody. Oh, Miss Lopez says yay about school being canceled.
Yes, and Miss Lopez says we're both awesome, but I don't, you know what, Mr. C, you're way more awesome than me. Let me tell you why. You're awesome. Because
you're awesome.
No, you're awesome. Because when I'm in the hallway, I'll be literally walking right next to you, and all the kids are like, Mr. C, Mr. C, hi, Mr. C, hi, and I'm like, am I chopped liver, guys? Come on. But the kids, they love you. They don't even notice anybody else except you.
It's the natural glow, is what it is. It's that's not. They love your library time, and that's why we're here. We're here to celebrate. Why we're here.
What? Yep. What is today, Mr. C? Today is a very famous worldly day. And what is that?
It's February 2nd, Wednesday.
Really?
2/2/22.
Can somebody help him out here?
2/2/22. It is cool. It's 2/2/22 today. I think that's really cool.
Today, boys and girls, is a really special day for those of you who love to read. It's actually called World Read-Aloud Day. Millions of kids around the globe are reading today and sharing their love for reading. And because Crusaders are readers and they are leaders, right? I know that you guys are all excited to listen to us read to you today.
We have new names. I don't know. Do you see it? We have Mr. Music and Mrs. Books. I love that.
Thank you.
I think. Oh, Miss Cervantes. Hi, Miss Cervantes. It's good to see you. Cervantes. I think we should come out with a book, Miss Navarrete.
We should. Come out with
a book series, Mr. Music and Mrs. Book. I think that'd be really fun, right?
That would be fun. Okay, kiddos, really quick before we get started, I want to make sure you have your supplies. So I'm going to check if Mr. C has his. And if you don't have a supply kit, boys and girls, that's okay. You're just here to listen and enjoy. And it is a cozy night in because of the weather and the rain. So it feels really cool to kind of just be with you guys and read tonight. But if you don't have the craft kit, maybe you can see some supplies at home and just kind of work with that. But today, the supplies we're going to need is the paper bag. Do you have it, Mr. C? Oh,
I do.
There it is. I do. You will also need just little decorative things like this, guys. This was in your kit, but honestly, you can probably find stuff at home. And if you don't have stuff like little fuzzies or things like that, you can use crayons.
Absolutely. I was going to say crayons, markers,
crayons, Mr. C?
Absolutely. I was going to say crayons. Yeah, you can draw on them.
I'm going to give you 30 seconds, kiddos, to get your kits before we begin. You'll also need glue. I like the liquid glue better. And then you will need a pair of scissors. And you will need potentially some sort of writing tool, like a pencil. And you'll need some crayons, which I have in the other room. But that's okay. We'll get started with that. So I'm going to give you 20 more seconds, kiddos. I love that you love books. Yay! You're going to grace us with your music before we begin?
I will. You know what? Something that I've learned this year, and really like the past few months, is that, you know, someone who is like an amazing writer is Lin-Manuel Miranda. Lin-Manuel Miranda is an amazing writer. You know, and you were asking me who some of my favorite authors are, and as just a reader, I love Kate DiCamillo. She is.
I love Kate DiCamillo. She's my favorite. Hi, Addison.
I love Kate DiCamillo. She's fantastic. She
does Tale of Despero.
Yes,
she wrote Because of Winn-Dixie, and my all-time favorite book, all-time, number one, kids, write this down and read it. It's like a 3rd to 5th grade reading level. The Miraculous Journey of Edward Cullen.
Yes, The Miraculous Adventure of Ed. I love it. I read it to my daughter, and we just sat and cried. It was fantastic. We loved it. We loved it. But, you know, someone that I really love and respect as an author, Miss Navarrete, as a writer, is Lin-Manuel Miranda. Lin-Manuel Miranda is the guy that wrote the music for Hamilton. Oh. He's the guy that wrote the music for, and all the words. He wrote all the words for Hamilton. He wrote all the lyrics and the music for the movie Vivo, which is on Netflix.
I love Vivo.
Isn't it great?
Hi, Naraya. Hi, Aurora and Sophia.
He wrote the music and the lyrics for the movie In the Heights and the Broadway show In the Heights.
I haven't seen that one yet. Mm-hmm.
But he wrote the music again. This guy is an amazing writer. He wrote the music again for one of our favorite pieces and favorite movies that just came out. And I think I'm going to sing a little bit, if that's
Don't
okay.
Sing. I think you should play and see if the kids can pick up on it. Okay, go. Let's see if someone recognizes it. Madison, you're correct. Bye, Heather.
You know, I sang that to a class that had a student named Bruno in it. And every time we sang We Don't Talk About Bruno, they all just pointed at the kid and said, we don't talk about Bruno. It was great.
All the Brunos of the world are like,
all the Brunos.
Okay, so hi, Tristan. Are you guys ready to get started?
That's right. Great. We don't talk about Bruno.
Well, get your coffee, get your hot chocolates, and we're ready. I'm ready, Mr. C. Are you ready?
I have a song to start us off, if that's okay.
Of course. That's okay? Why I invited you, silly.
Thank you. I rewrote the words to We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Did you?
To be more like World Read-Aloud Day. So there's specific, and it includes Miss Navarrete a little bit. So if you guys will bear with me, I hope you enjoy this impromptu. I'm looking at myself on. I don't know if I'm lagging on YouTube, but
you're not lagging at all. Oh, well.
Oh, no, okay, cool.
Well, on my end, you're not lagging.
Okay, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Now I lost you. But here we go, guys. Here we go. There we go. All right, there we go. I have to get my words because it's a lot of words. Huh?
Justin, am I on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Sorry. All right. It goes like this, guys. It's World Read-Aloud Day. Oh, 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 oh. It's World Read-Aloud Day. Oh, oh. It's finally Wednesday. Mrs. N is getting ready, and you've turned in to hear a story. She and Mr. C are ready for a party. Tune for a really good time. Are you ready to go on songs and reading and the crown? And Mr. C is rapping now. Mrs. N is ready to go, so it's time to count down. Say it now. It's time to read aloud. Oh, 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 oh. It's time to read aloud. Oh, oh. And here's my rap. Reading takes
here we go.
communicate when otherwise indescribable. So make sure you check out books every time you can. Tune in just a minute and you'll hear an exciting story. Mrs. N picked it out with wait and see. Making sure you like and please subscribe. Counting down now, it's time to read aloud. After we do that, you will all make a crowd. Hope you like my song, so it's time to sing along. It's World Read Aloud Day, oh, 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 oh. It's World Read Aloud Day, oh, oh, yeah. World Read Aloud Day. Woo-hoo.
Round of applause, Mr. C.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
That's so awesome. Thank you for writing that song for World Read Aloud Day. I was not expecting that.
I wish that I could take credit for the music, but I'll steal the music from Lynn and I'll take the credit for my words.
Don't tell a librarian you're stealing music. That's copyright.
But you know what? It wasn't because I'm not selling it.
Oh.
Unless you want to sell it. I mean, if you want to sell it, then we'll have to ask Lynn for all that stuff. But
all right, kiddos. So I have a special book for you today. And I did have to get permission from HarperCollins to read this to you guys live. And I'm hoping that you guys either haven't read it or if you do, you really enjoyed it because it's one of my favorite books. And I'm going to start by asking you this, Mr. C. Have you ever felt different?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Have you ever felt like maybe you couldn't shine or you felt like people couldn't understand you and you almost wanted to be somebody different?
You know, absolutely. Absolutely. That's happened to me before. Absolutely. I felt like there's been times just in life, you know, like, I mean, I'm 36. I'm turning 37 this year. And there were times when I was in middle school, in high school, I mean, where I knew I wasn't like every other kid. And
sometimes that's hard.
And there were times where I wished I was. I just wished
but Mr. C, there's like no perfect. Like no. I try to tell the kids that you are special for being you.
Yes.
And someone else is special for being them, right? Absolutely. And no two people are the same.
There's only one you. There's only one you, and no one else can do what you do.
Right.
You know, and only one person is going to do it like you do. And I think that's something that we need to remember, like you said, is we are so wonderfully creatively unique.
Yes. And we need to celebrate that. And we cannot be anybody else. And don't let anybody make you feel like you're not good enough. And that is how I will introduce the book that I'm going to read to you guys today. This book is called Read, A Crayon's Story. As we're looking at the title, okay, I'm noticing a few things. I'm noticing that there's some crayons down here, right? And I do notice the red color. However, I'm noticing something different.
I see that. I see that something different. I see that.
Different is okay, right?
It is.
It is. Let's find out what this book is all about. Do you want to hear what this book is about?
I'm excited. I'm ready to go.
All right, boys and girls, here we go. This is called Read by Michael Hall, A Crayon's Story. And the illustrator, I think it's Michael Hall too. I think he did both.
Woohoo!
Here we go. He was Read. But he wasn't very good at it. And here's Green saying, "Oh dear." As we can see, Red is not drawing or coloring in like the color red. His teacher thought, he needs more practice. I'll draw a red strawberry, then you draw a red strawberry. You can do this, really. And there's his teacher, Red. Actually, her name's Scarlet. But I don't know if Red is going to be able to draw a red strawberry. Let's find out. But he couldn't, really. Like this? Oh my. Let's try again. His mother thought he needed to mix with other colors. Why don't you go out and draw a nice round orange? A really big one. A really orange one. Okay. But they made a big greenish one. Oops, Red said. And that's sad, right? Because he's just being himself, but he already feels like he
doesn't fit.
He doesn't fit. He's not able to be successful when he's trying to draw and mix with the other colors. Because we know that red and yellow make what? Yes, Mr. C.
They make green.
Red and yellow make orange, sir.
I'm sorry. Oh, I looked at the book and I was looking at the color. Oh, I apologize.
Red and being a good listener.
Red and yellow make orange, but I was looking at
the color. Make orange, right? Because he was actually blue.
Right. That's why I was looking at his color. Even though his name was Red, he was coloring different.
Right. His grandparents thought he wasn't warm enough. Your class is making self-portraits for parents' night. Wear this warm red scarf. So, just giving him a scarf right here. So, this is Grandma. Grandma's name is Silver. Very fitting. Mm-hmm. And Grandpa's name is Gray. And Grandma's giving him a red scarf to try to make him more red and warm. But it so wasn't. So here we go. Here are the pictures. And here's Goldie right here. And teal. And here's purple. And here's red. And here's green. And here's orange. But this is red. And red is just being red. Right? Yes, Addison, he does not fit in all the colors, but that's okay. Everyone seemed to have something to say. So, Amber, this is a color Amber, said, sometimes I wonder if he's really red at all. Hazelnut says, don't be silly. It says red on his label. Cocoa Bean says, he came that way from the factory. Fuchsia says, frankly, I don't think he's very bright. Grape says, well, I think he's lazy. And Army Green says, right? He's got to press harder. So push him down to get the red out. And Steel Gray says he needs to apply himself. And Sunshine said, give him some time. He'll catch on. And Sea Green said, of course he will. They're all kind of talking about Red, and I don't know if Red enjoys that or feels comfortable with that.
You know what I liked, though, that some of them were very encouraging.
Some of them were encouraging, like Sunshine.
Yeah, and Hazelnut, I think. Hazelnut said something nice.
Well, Fuchsia said, I don't think he's very bright. Uh-oh. That's not nice.
No.
But the thing is, Red didn't catch on. So Green drew a green frog. Black drew a black sheep. Brown colored a brown cow. And Red, all the art supplies wanted to help. The masking tape thought, maybe he's broken inside. This will help hold you together. The scissors thought his label was too tight. Oh, one snip, snip, snip should do it. And Sharpener thought he wasn't sharp enough. Stay still now. So there he is. And everyone's trying to force this, Mr. C. They're trying to force Red to be red, right? Yeah. But nobody knows Red more than he knows Red, I don't think.
That's exactly right.
Well, even with all of their help and all of his hard work, because he really wanted to make everyone happy. Do you want to see what he did? He did his best. He stayed in the lines. His art is neat, but it's not red.
It's not red, but they're so good. They're such good pictures.
Yeah, and it does take guts to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Lucretia. He just couldn't get the hang of it like everybody else. And here he is. Now I see Red over here. And it reminds me of that feeling of you're just not good enough. And it feels different. And it feels lonely.
Yeah.
That's the symbol that I get, that symbolism that I get when I see Red on this side.
I mean, well, and not even on the side. He's like not even really on the page anymore. Yeah. All the other ones are standing nice and strong near their picture. But Red's embarrassed because you see the scribbling on the other page, and it's just
he's trying, and you know, I know everybody means well, but how does it make him feel?
Yeah.
Well, one day he met a new friend. Here's his friend, and his friend is named Barry. Will you make a blue ocean for my boat? Maybe Barry's onto something. Maybe Barry sees what Red can do, and he's using Red's strengths. Shall we find out? I can't. I'm Red. So Red is telling Barry, I can't draw a blue ocean for you. I'm Red. And do you know what Barry said? Will you try?
It makes me sad sometimes, Miss Navarrete, because sometimes when we hear how we're not good enough, sometimes it means that we don't even want to try anymore.
Well, guess what? He did try.
That's awesome. It takes one person.
It takes one person. And then guess what Barry said? Barry says, it's perfect.
That's awesome. I love it.
And Red replies, you're welcome. That was easy. And he didn't stop there. All of a sudden, he drew blue jeans, blue bells, a blue bird, a blue whale, blueberries. I'm blue. That's right. Red is blue. He was blue, and everyone was talking. Olive says, my son is brilliant. Who could have known he was blue? Hazelnut said, I always said he was blue. And Cocoa Bean said, duh, it was obvious. And Barry said, his blue ocean really lifted me. And Sea Green said, all of his work makes me happy. And Brown said, his blue strawberries are my favorite. And Apple Green said, he's so intense. I love that because he wasn't intense when he was red.
Right.
He was like shy. And Yellow says, I'm going to make a green lizard with him. A really big one. I don't think Yellow can make a green lizard though.
Oh, and, wait, Yellow said that, Miss Navarrete?
Yep, Yellow said that.
But when Yellow and Blue come together.
Oh, so now they want to work with him. And Gray said, I hear he's working on a huge new project. And Scarlet, his teacher, said, he's really reaching for the sky. And he really was.
Love it.
I love this book. It teaches so many things. It goes back to the theme, right? Of guys, you are who you are. And sometimes people they mean well. They mean really well and they push you. But always stick true to who you are.
That's right.
And, shine. Shine with who you are. You're not anybody else. I'm not going to sing for you because I'm not Mr. C. I hope you love this book, boys and girls, and we're going to get started with our craft. Okay. By the way, write this down in your 20-book challenge under either the fiction or the free choice category.
Awesome.
And boys and girls, we're going to move on to our craft. Mr. C, did you know that a crown is the world symbol for Read Aloud Day? So today,
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
We're going to create paper crowns.
Awesome.
Okay, kiddos, I want you to get your paper bag here, and we're actually going to draw on the side that opens up, okay? I guess it really doesn't matter. You know what? You do you, Mr. C. If you want to do it on this side, then you do it on this side.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to start with the part that opens up, and we're actually going to draw, Mr. C, some zigzag lines like this.
Okay.
Kind of like the sharp ends of a crown. Would you like me to show you, Mr. C, or do you think you got it?
Can you show me? Can you show us?
Yes. Okay. I'm not writing on the book. I'm just going to trace very gently, and I'm just going to start here. Okay, and I'm going to go up and down, and you can do like different levels.
Yeah.
And I know it might be hard to see, but let me put it a little closer. And it's not perfect because I'm not an artist, but you know what? That's okay. So do that, boys and girls. And if you're not, then you can just hang tight, or maybe you can draw a crown.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I did not even do this ahead of time. I've done this craft before, but do you know how sometimes when you're about to teach something, and then you're like, I'm going to wing it because you know what? I've done this. And then you're like, I hope it comes out good.
Yeah.
Okay. The next step is we're actually going to cut a straight line with our pencil right across about halfway, okay?
Halfway on this bag?
Excuse me?
Halfway, is it halfway from where we drew our line or halfway from the whole bag?
Actually, I'll just say this. We don't want to go too long unless you want a really high crown.
Oh, yeah.
I guess just halfway from the bag or even a little less than halfway, but I'm just going to stick with halfway here. And
are we just drawing it or are we cutting it?
We're just going to draw it and then we're going to cut because
okay.
I like to draw. I like to use a pencil first in case I make a mistake. And I'm going to do it like this. Do you see?
Yes.
Okay. And then, boys and girls, I'm going to use my super sharp scissors. Oh, Mr. C has really sharp scissors. Wow. Well,
they're my wife. She's not at home, so I can play with her scissors.
Okay. Ooh, I'm going to tell her. And I'm going to cut really quickly, both the line across, boys and girls, and then all of the sharp triangles and edges of the crown, okay? So, and Mr. C, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're not perfect. And parents, let your kiddos have fun with this part. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, which by the way, I forgot to say that I have a link so that we can upload our photos into a Google photo album.
Oh, woohoo!
I'd love to see the kiddos. So I'm gonna actually I'm gonna drop the link.
Drop the link.
I'm gonna drop the link. You like how I said that? I'm gonna drop the link into the chat. And boys and girls, if your parents are comfortable, woo! Good job. They can upload your pictures onto that link. And then maybe we can ask Miss Ballard, our handy dandy IT, to put a few pictures on the announcements.
Yes.
But make sure you get permission, boys and girls. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. Mr. C's already finished his part. Mr. C, will you see if that link is a working link for me?
I will. I'll look right now.
Wonderful. Thank you. And I'm just cutting. See that? Now, the crown is a symbol of World Read Aloud Day. So if you saw people wearing crowns today, this is why. The paper crown. And if you open it up, boys and girls, like so, you can put it on your head like Mr. C did. However, I'm not done decorating.
And
this
the link
is where the fun part comes in.
The link is good, Miss Navarrete.
Okay, great. How do we cut it? Okay, Addison. All right, sweet girl. So remember that you actually drew with a pencil the lines.
So cut it with the bag shut. Cut it with the bag shut.
Yes, the bag has to be closed.
Cut it with the bag open. I think maybe that's a big thing. Is that maybe they're trying to cut it out all the way across? Yeah.
You're right. And then you just drew a line right across, and then I just cut it. Okay. Now, Mr. C, the fun begins. We're gonna use crayons to color first. I'm gonna grab a crayon because I didn't. So, kiddos, you can start coloring your paper crown, and I'll be right back. Let's see what random crayon I find in here, because there's always random crayons in my house. So I found orange, not red, not blue. And we're going to just kind of color nicely, boys and girls. If you are someone who likes to be creative, then you can add designs to your crown. You can add different colors. I'm just coloring mine straight like this. Don't feel like there's a wrong way to do this. Some kids really like rainbows. Rainbow's a theme this year.
It sure is.
I love it. It puts me in a good mood because you get to use all of the crayon, all of the colors. Do you know how I remember the rainbow? The colors of the rainbow?
How do you remember it?
This is so cheeseball.
Say it.
I still remember, and you probably know too. Do you remember your teachers used to say Roy GBV?
Roy G. Biv. Absolutely.
Oh, okay, so you'd say it Roy G. Biv. I say Roy GBV, but yes. So, boys and girls, the colors of the rainbow are Roy G. Biv or GBV. R stands for?
Red.
Good. O and Roy, the O stands for?
Orange.
Orange. Hi, Messiah. And the Y stands for?
Yellow.
And then GBV, the G stands for?
Green.
The B?
Blue.
And the V?
We said violet, and we would throw the I in between the blue and the V, so we would do indigo and then violet.
Huh. I didn't know about the eye.
That's something that we did. I remember, and honestly, I didn't learn that. Surprisingly, I didn't learn that from my teacher. I learned that from a piano solo that I played when I was a little kid.
Wow.
It was called The Color. It was like a rainbow song, and it would be like, "R is the color." It's weird, yeah.
Don't you? Hey, by the way, that's why you're so important to our campus. I honestly believe that all of the songs that I learned in elementary school, I still remember to this day because I had a wonderful choir teacher.
Well, that's
what? Our kids are so blessed to have you, Mr. C.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Something that I decided that we're doing is just to give like a little program boost here. Our third graders are actually learning that the 50 Nifty United States song.
Excuse you. Who helped you with that idea, sir?
You sure did. You sure did, Miss Navarrete. You sure did. And so
go ahead.
Our third graders are learning that, and then
I still remember that song from elementary.
Absolutely. It's super. I did not grow up with that song. I didn't grow up with that song.
I'm gonna color both sides, kiddies. Okay. Well, actually, should I color? Yes, I'll color both sides because you guys are probably needing some more time. Yes, Addison. Look. Now, I don't know how Mr. C did it. Mr. C, do you want to show how your color? Are you adding designs, Mr. C?
I'm just coloring right now.
Are you adding different colors?
Right now, no. You know what? I had a purple crayon, and I'm using my purple crayon.
Okay.
My wife has hid all of the art supplies because we have a 2-year-old who loves to open all the art supplies.
Oh.
So I don't know where our art supplies are.
Is she artistic on the walls of your home?
She is artistic on the furniture. And so we have a couch that we've had we've had it for 10 years. My wife and I are married 10 years this year.
Ooh.
And so we got this couch right when we got married, and it's been great. It's worked. It's had no problems through all of our first 2 kids, but all of a sudden our new one comes along and realizes if I pull at this fabric, it tears. So we have little spots all over our couch that are missing pieces because our 2-year-old has decided that, fabric tears. So,
well, let me give you some advice. Don't buy a new couch just yet.
No, not yet. We're going to wait.
Okay, so guys, remember that I'm coloring both sides, and don't forget to color the inside. Maybe this is where you can be a little creative with a different color. For the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and move on, okay? So in your little packets, you guys received a few things. Thank you to Ms. Salgado, who was behind this and allowed me to use some budget for our family community involvement. And all the kids got different types of gems, different shapes and colors. I love gems. It's very fitting for a crown. So every student got some of those. They also got little buttons, because who doesn't love buttons? What kid does not love buttons? I love buttons.
I love buttons, and I will probably keep some of them.
Excuse you, do not use one of these buttons for your shirt tomorrow, sir.
You're going to see something there.
And little fuzzies. Little fuzzies. But if you're at home and you have something extra, then you can just use stickers, or you can just use different designs on here with the crayon. So I'm going to start gluing. I like liquid glue, friends, because it's just does the job well. I only use the other glue, like if it's just paper to paper. But anytime I'm doing a craft, I prefer liquid glue. So here we go. I'm going to start with, and I think I'm going to start with my favorite gem out of all the gems that I have, which is, in my case, everyone got different ones. I love this star. And I think the star is going to go like right here in the middle. Yes. Now, remember with glue, you can't use too much, boys and girls.
Absolutely. Mr. C loves to make a mess, so I'm having to be really, really careful.
Well, Mr. C, don't overdo the glue. And I'm going to do another gem. I think I'm going to do it like right. There's going to be no right or wrong, but I'll put it right here, down here. Okay. Okay, kiddos. Now, if you put too much glue, it'll never dry. And then when we put it on our head, it's going to potentially fall off. Hi, Melanie. Yay. Melanie, you were able to log in.
Oh, woohoo. Awesome.
I'm going to use a button. I like this button.
Miss Navarrete, you know what? I think I'm actually going to start wearing capes, like Batman capes.
You are a superhero.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. You know what, boys and girls, we also need to say how, you know, Miss Navarrete has spent some time telling you nice things about me, but something that I want to say is you have an amazing librarian.
Oh,
Miss Navarrete works so hard to make sure that you guys have a wonderful, obviously a World Read Aloud Day, but also she makes sure that our library is stocked with brand new books. She makes sure that all of our books are up to date and that we have information. I've seen her walk down the hall and teachers say, hey, do you have a book on this? Hey, do you have a book on this? Hey, do you have a book on this? And her answer is, I know I do. I'll find one. It's age appropriate. It's awesome. Miss Navarrete is an amazing, amazing addition to our Vista Hills campus. And so we want to thank you, Miss Navarrete. We want to thank you so much.
I will say, though, that when you love what you do, then it's not work. And I always knew that I wanted to be a librarian. And my friends, they would kind of make fun of me. They were like, librarian is so boring. And I'm like, I love reading and I love just the environment of a library. Look what I'm doing so far, kiddos. And I love doing this. I love reading to you guys and spending time with, I love you too, Addison. I love doing this fun stuff, guys. Hi, Ava and Mila. When you love what you do, it's easy to do it. Boom. And I couldn't do it without Mrs. Madrid. She is my right-hand man when it comes to the library. You guys, she does so much for me. I'm like, I can never lose you. I count the years that her son is at Vista Hills, and I'm like, excuse you, you have like 15 more with me. Just kidding. I love it.
Boom. Bingo, bango.
Mr. C, I love your crown. You better wear it tomorrow.
You know what? I will. I'll wear it tomorrow.
Okay. You guys ready to see mine? I didn't even have to use all of mine.
Right. That looks awesome, Miss Navarrete. That looks fantastic.
It's still kind of drying, but this is mine.
Yeah, I had to put mine on nice and careful so I didn't get.
Okay, can you take a picture?
Yes.
I needed to deliver 127 books. I did. Again, I can't do it on my own, but thank you. We work really hard in the library, and I do appreciate you guys loving it. That's what I'm there for. Mr. C, will you take a selfie?
You know what? I will try. Ooh, I just got a picture from Miss.
Oh, are they uploading pictures already?
Some of them are, yeah. And she sent me a picture that Aurora did, and it's her crown, and it says Roy G. Biv on it. It's in multiple colors. So,
hi, Zachary.
Can you put the link again, Miss Navarrete? Yes. That way we can make sure that the parents know exactly how to link that up. So parents, I checked the link just so that you know. You click on the link, it'll open up in a new page, and you can select a photo to add in there. All you have to do is join the album. If you're using your iPhone, it's going to ask you to send to receive notifications. Unless you want a notification of every single parent adding a photo, I would recommend maybe leaving that off. But you can definitely be a part of that. Oh, delicious. I was going to get my tag-alongs that I got from Miss Madrid and eat them in front of you because I know that they're your favorite. But I didn't. But I gave the tag-alongs to Cassie, and she said that they're her absolute favorite.
I think my light is too bright.
I think you know what? My phone died, Miss Navarrete, so I'll have to take a selfie.
One of my lights.
Okay. But yeah, parents, if you click on that link, it'll allow you to go to the Google album called World Read Aloud Day. That's Miss Navarrete created. And you can go ahead and upload a photo in there. And then what you do is again, if you're using your iPhone or if you're using an Android, and I don't know how Androids work. I'm sorry, I'm an iPhone guy.
I got Aurora's crown.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. But yeah, upload those photos there. That way we can see, and then we can share that with our IT teacher, Miss Ballard, and she can maybe upload some of those and put them in the announcements. That'd be great.
I'll just take a picture of you and I together because I'm not good at selfies, Mr. C. I haven't mastered the selfie.
You're okay? Can you do this?
Neither have you mastered it. Guys, look at Mr. C. That's his selfie. He has not mastered the selfie.
This is the face that they always ask me to make every time I'm in the lunchroom. They walk by me and they just go, make the face. And I just go, so.
Okay, ready? Smile. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I got ours.
Awesome. Guys, thank you. Like, we're so happy that all of you joined on. We're so awesome that you guys joined on today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking the time to spend and listening to us read.
Hi, Allison. Ava, thank you for your crown compliment.
Thank you, Miss Ava. So let's see who else has put some photos up.
Okay.
It says album is empty. Is it empty?
Uh-oh. It might. You know what? They might be waiting, Miss Navarrete, until they're finished.
Okay. Let me add it. Let me add one. Let me send it.
You know what? Aurora's is in there. I'm looking at it right now. And we do have people that have joined the album. Thank you for everybody that has joined the album. As soon as you can, it'd be great for you to pop some pictures in that. And that way we can see all of your stuff. If you're using your laptop, all you got to do is copy the link and put it in a new page and click join, and then you're there. And then you can upload your photo from there, however you upload your photos to your computer. So that'd be great. Yeah, we want to see all of these crowns. We want to see everything that you guys have been doing, celebrating this World Read Aloud Day. It's so much fun.
Yes.
I see more and more people joining the album. So I'm guessing right now they're just getting ready to finish so they can upload those pictures.
Okay. We'll give everyone about 2 more minutes, and then we're going to have to end our session.
Yes. Oh.
End our session for the night. That was me.
Oh, was it? Okay, there you go.
Because my kiddos are hungry, and I'm like, feed yourselves. Go over there.
Mr. C is hungry. Mr. C is hungry.
Mr. C is hungry. Oh, Mr. C. Always hungry.
It's hibernating season.
That's so funny. Okay, let me try to upload it really quickly into the link. I'm struggling here a little bit. I'm not tech savvy. I know Amanda would be like totally laughing at me right now. I'm always like, Miss Ballard, can you fix this? And she's like, oh yeah, just do this. And I'm like, oh.
You know what? I did daycare with her today. And one of the vans pulled up to pick up the kids for daycare, and she's like, oh, that's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, who is that? And then she gave me the list of kids, but she didn't have it on a paper. She didn't have it on, she just knew these kids go to, I'm like, you're a database. You are a database. Like that. We have such a talented IT teacher also. She's so great.
Yeah, we do. I do want to say a shout out to our team. All of the teachers who are always supportive, which is everybody.
Yes.
You know, they're pushing their kids every day, guys. This wasn't anything easy this year. Like coming back from 2020 and the effects of even 2021 that lingered. Everybody from our staff, our faculty, our admin, our parents. Honestly, big shout out to you guys. You're the real superheroes. You are the real superheroes. And we couldn't do this. Like, school is about community. and community involves everyone. I always say that it really takes a village when it comes to raising my kids. And I really genuinely feel that way too about our own kiddos at work. It takes a village. It takes everybody's help. And so, yay, Shelby's pictures up.
I was actually, I just refreshed the link, and there are pictures already up. They're awesome.
Big shout out to everybody tonight. I know some of the kiddos and teachers couldn't. Sometimes kids have like, oh, I see a bunch of pictures. Sometimes kiddos have extracurricular and they can't. And parents, our teachers are parents too. But for those of you who joined us tonight, we just want to say thank you for spending some time with us, for being involved with your kiddos and everything that they're doing in school. And I just really appreciate it. It's always fun to do stuff like this.
You know, Miss Navarrete, you mentioned it takes a village.
Miss Salgado.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Miss Salgado. Thank you. Absolutely. We have so much fun. You know, it does take a village, Miss Navarrete. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure everybody will remember when we went for spring break 2 years ago and didn't come back. Mm-hmm. And parents, you guys stepped up and you guys made sure your kids were online and they were in class. And I mean, yeah, that's a lot. It took so much. And we're so glad that even though we're doing a virtual thing right now, we've been able to see your kids.
Yeah.
It's been great. It's been awesome.
It's been great. And that's why we're a blue ribbon school. Boom.
Blue ribbon.
Boom.
Booyah.
All right, kiddos. Well, it is our time to go. Mr. C, I'm going to bid you farewell. It's late. Listen, enjoy your day off tomorrow. These are very rare. Snow in El Paso comes in one day and is out by the afternoon. So enjoy and take care. And I think we'll end it here.
All righty. We had fun.
Goodbye, everybody. I bid you farewell. Drink some hot chocolate tomorrow. Have fun. Read.
Yes.
And have a great night, guys. Thanks for taking the time to join us. Love you guys. Thank you. All right, Mr. C, I'm going to go ahead and
bye, everybody.
This in 5, 4, 3, 2. Everybody's saying bye. I don't want to hang up on them. That's so rude.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We hope you have a great day. Have a great evening and a great day tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us.
8.
Oh, we're going to go 8.
7, 7, 6, 6. Crusader Pride
never dies.
5, 4. Bye, Joshie. Bye.
Bye.
2. And bye, everybody. Good night. Get some rest. Enjoy your evening.
Love you all.
And love you guys. 1. Okay, Mr. C, I'm going to end it.
All right.
Bye, everybody. Good night.
Good night, everybody.